stages, and they're going to get Biffy on ramp.
Biffy. Technical term. Roy and Dexter, they are very desperate to take this fight ahead of the curve. Not worked out well for Dexter. Roy nearly too, but it's Electronic who's already secured the site. A lovely find through the smoke onto Afro. And so, yeah, sure, forced to start on the T side, but starting the T side strong. Cloud9 looking for their pistol.
Need to tighten up some of these situations, don't they? Desk highlighting on the T side when they lost out on a 2-on-5 situation. Bit of a blunder. Don't want to let the same happen again here. Crims has already found the first incision.
Yeah, and that means Mount might likely clear. Locked in cave if they can just isolate Buster. Electronic spotted out. Buster stubborn. Oh, they got the info. They know where you are. Oh! Mezzy doing the dirty. He has to find it now. Buster will secure it, but keeps the sweat on the brow. Cloud9 leave with the round. Whew.
They never let it be too easy for Cloud9, do they? Another round with a big number advantage right here. Electronic picking up where he left off in the previous map on the T side. Popping a couple of domes on their way in. This offensive hold, Dexter goes down. Electronic picks up 2. Afro trying to poke his head through the smoke, but Mezzy on the Julies doesn't need to reload. 2 bullets left. And just not enough to get it done. Buster to pick up the eventual one-on-one, and Fnatic, they will be force buying into round number 2. Afro starting A with the Scout in case of a contact walk with the rifles, but it is Hobbit, Electronic, and shiro to waltz out mid. Crims will be the man to take contact from Donut, and he's about to have a little bit of support from Roy, who has left the red position, obscured by smoke yet again. Ooh. Yeah, not the best. Very, very deep.
Not what he was aiming for. Yeah. Replaced it now, and that is the cue to re-smoke from Donut.
Well, they wanted to at least try and get some Donut pressure and control. You could see Electronic wanting to do the flash molly combo. Molly off that slanted back wall, burn anybody out behind the Donut position. But still just posh it in mid here. You could see Roy aware of the leak towards red. Donut also now susceptible. And there's that molly I was talking about coming in about 20 seconds later than they had hoped, but still the destination. So nobody cut out, nobody Donut. Nobody top red, and when they...
Oh, wow. That's exactly what Afro was waiting for. Holding Temple side with the Scout into Donut. shiro will be lingering red as they look to pincer into B.
Hobbit needs to go second here. If he goes first, that's an AK for these cave players.
Yeah, Dexter's going to be licking his lips. Oh, gets one. Hobbit not done. Dexter makes sure. shiro's got 2 on his plate. Now he catches Roy. They know where he is now as the bomb goes down B. Afro knows he's on a timer. A flank is imminent. And oh, shiro's dead! Afro, another on the Scout. Keeping it interesting. Crims is crawling. There's plenty of time for this. A 10-second defuse ahead of them if they can retake. Perfecto. Tests Afro. Loses out. Traded out. Crims needs a one-on-one. Buster. This could be back-to-back clutches for him. 2 1v1s. And Buster reigns supreme in both. A solid start from the stand-in. As Cloud9 do convert, but Fnatic consistently keep making them work for it.
Yeah, close but no cigar in that one here. And this is where Fnatic will have to lay down their arms and take a bit of an eco. But sure, great damage and important work from Buster there. He's had a couple of moments where you'd expect a little bit more or maybe better decision-making across these 2 maps. But, you know, whether or not he was expecting this call-up to play, don't have all the details on exactly what was going on with Cloud9 not being able to get Axile here. Just know it's been cited as visa issues. So close, good attempts, good shots. Nice work from Afro on the Scout there. But another Cloud9 round. They have upgraded into their pistol of choice. Deagles for Dexter, Crims, and Afro. P250 for Mezzy and a CZ75 for that of Roy. They would love to try and get a kill or 2 yet again, and it is going to be difficult for them to break in towards main here. Afro's close, and then the boost. So there's lots of elements to this. Several traps they have to get past.
Oh, no one's going to check it. shiro was unprepared for that, and yeah, an opportunity whistles past.
Or here.
Lots of damage done, but not a single kill. Look at that. Electronic, Buster, shiro, all such low HP. A single Deagle bullet could take each and every one of those aforementioned names down, but yeah, unless he hits the pot shot through the smoke or plays the fade to perfection. Hobbit, Buster, all there.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Richardson.
Yeah?
Can I bother you for a moment over here on the balustrade?
Yeah, I thought you disappeared. You're over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Crims change his res? Because he was using black bars, but I thought he was 4x3.
He was. Now he's
not
on
4x3.
16-10 black bars.
Yeah.
You're right, he did.
Changed his res between maps. I don't know if it was after map 1 or if it was after map 2.
Because Mezzy and Crims were sat next to each other.
Yeah, they had the same res.
They had the same res.
Yeah.
Nice catch. I didn't think pros were doing that as well as, you know, us normal peasants.
Oh, yeah. They do it more than you'd want to give credit to, mate. All right, well, the double molly mid-defense here with that divider smoke. If you've been catching IEM Cologne so far, we've had so many discussions about the macro and approaches on Ancient.
Cool T-smoke from Perfecto, just to ensure that when their smoke fades upon the doors, there's unlikely to be CT aggression.
It's a nice upgrade, isn't it?
Yeah, can't believe Hobbit's gone from a Mac 10 to an AWP thanks to his handiwork, and now Afro has to watch.
I love this, though. Mid-control again and trying to finish towards B one more time, just contacting in.
Dexter spotted out, and a very nice delivery. Would need more, and Mezzy is able to contribute through the boards onto Buster. Hard to deny the plant. Safe plant from Shiro. And more frags from Mezzy. Heavy contributions. Roy goes walkabout, and it's all Mr. Merriman. Hobbit in a 1 versus 2. Very rare to see him rocking the AWP. Not going to be caught by that molly unless it's caught on the spread. Now it is. Oh, burnt to a crisp. Crims will finish it off and secure the round. And those are the black bars we're talking about. Less of a bar, more of like a little sliver.
Yeah, half a bar.
Half a bar.
Well, that right there, I felt like it was going to be another one of these one-on-one situations falling in favor of Cloud9 here, but a good spam through the boards from Mezzy as they enter in towards the site here. And you can understand why you'd opt for this decision. When the AWP's removed from Afro and mid, you know that you can probably scale up B ramp here, not having to worry about the AWP in that backlines, and there's that late spread. So a clutch molly from Crims there to make sure Hobbit couldn't get anything else done, and yeah, a bit of a tongue, a look up to the heavens. What else do I have to do? Hobbit got the opener, he got that AWP, and it wasn't enough to get them the round. Fnatic, they get themselves on the board here.
Let's see what Electronics called into the 5th.
2-3 split here from Fnatic, so nobody's starting out the gates towards A. Calling the bluff of Cloud9, not expecting them to charge in, and Roy calls mid relatively clear. Those shots make me wonder, as that's a nice little elbow smoke there from Crims. Not opting for the boost. And no rush here, Cloud9. More than happy to give them that space. And speaking of space, Dexter and Afro are about to take an awful lot here.
Yeah, especially considering how passive Perfecto was holding this. It's all their territory now.
Uh-oh, Dexter's going to keep going. They're going to call B lane completely clear here. Mezzy's even baiting with that spam, so it doesn't seem too obvious. Mezzy needs to get a move on right now over towards the A side of the map here.
Yeah, with that mid-info and the info B, they're surely going to be able to have a real bolstered defense for this finish out
Huge
of
info play.
Cloud9. Look at the mini-map. They are set to receive this. No smoke and mirrors here. There is no deception. This is just going to have to be brute force versus Fnatic's defense. Roy, that's what he was waiting for. Strikes into one. Hobbit keeps it level. Mezzy, spotted. Comms flowing, still damage. Another expected. It's Shiro onto Mezzy. 2-on-2 now. The T side. Counting on Shiro and his AWP. Afro 2 from his. Can he find the third? The most important. Oh, will Cloud9 be catapulted to a 4th? Dexter and Afro to solve this mystery. Shiro opts for the AK-47. And Dexter picks up the kit and goes to hold it. Held by Afro. They're playing it perfectly. Calls the bluff, and Fnatic take the round. Shiro not going to be getting his AWP back as well. That works out wonderfully for Fnatic, and now just a 1-round game.
Okay, well, didn't even want to go for a fight there in the final throws of that one, did he, Shiro? Thought that they were going to tap it, thought that they were going to call the bluff a little bit there, but they had Afro just posted up and simple stuff. Good trading over towards the site here. I think Electronic was under the impression they had a lot more room, a bit more undetected. There were just so many bodies here. Fnatic, with that info push, that info play, with these two, the two that finished the round, all that space they took towards B lane profited, and I'm starting to...
Aggression. Roy, free frag thanks to Crims's flash. Hobbit just holding the arrow keys and charging. It's Electronic set for another impressive and important equalizing frag here. Roy's back is turned, and he will punish him. Now they have the leg up, but Mezzi's still alive. And we know he's not to be trifled with. Crims in support, has ledge. Ooh.
Spotting falling back to Donut here as well. Some more information, but still have to worry about Mezzi, who's forward. Wants to take a fight here, understands that this is a position where he can control the tempo of the round still.
A lot of responsibility on Afro not going down to Shiro. Elbow finds him. Mezzi dinks onto Electronic, or actually, no, maybe not. He only had 25 HP, so just the body shot. Mezzi feels hard done by on that one. Afro styling on Electronic to keep it level.
He's been great throughout this series in those type of peaks, right? Swinging out and taking those precise fights when he has a pretty good idea where the enemy could be. 2-on-2 now, going to regress once more.
It is really promising signs that Afro's playing his game his way.
This is huge. This is insanely huge.
To push up this far. And now spotted by Buster. He's punished for his
Crims is here.
activity. And yeah, Crims is going to be in the right place. Buster. Now aware of Crims.
Perfecto's running A.
Yeah. And now it's up to Crims how quickly he can work this one out. They've suddenly disappeared. No more friction with 15 seconds. He already knows what's up. He's going to have to be on quite a hasty front flank.
Does he just want to save the AWP here? Now that he's been out-positioned, right? Does it just pick up the AWP? Do you still want to give this one a crack? It's a 1-on-2. Feels like it's in the realms of possibility here, but so much to get through.
Yeah, especially this two-man donut setup. So if Buster overextends just a little, it would be enticing. It doesn't look like he's been given what he was waiting for. So
there you go. I'm sure someone just said, AWP down, B long. Let's go grab it, bring it forward. It's not going to exist in the next round of play here. Loss bonus 1900 for Fnatic going forward. So the 2 rounds that they were able to pick up, short-lived success here. And Cloud9 will get back on the board.
Shiro motivating the troops as they do manage to react out of that one and dig themselves out of trouble. Don't forget, yeah, it was that Shiro Electronic pair of frags across the map to recover the advantage.
So what happened there? How Mezzi not calming that it was possible they get across top mid? Maybe that was calmed and he called. A real investment here. Let's see how much they can get out of this AWP, and it will be starting over towards mid. Is it a run boost? It could be the run boost up ledge. It is.
Oh, this is exciting. Afro, his aggression in the mix. No boost available. Oh, but no shot hit. He is in trouble now. Yeah. Ooh, Hobbit should have him. Sprays to 50. Nade is shy. But they do at least manage to escort that AWP out.
You'd like to just go B now, wouldn't you? Do a bit of a B execute. You can... Well, you should have been able to get inside. He's rotated here in time.
Whoa, Afro, what have you got for us? A glass cannon. Flashed off. This is a diligent Cloud9.
Try and get out of here now if you can, Afro.
You'd think so. I mean, one more pot shot in the smoke and he's out. Okay.
And now it is protect the VIP, right? Loss bonus going into the next 2400. Really needs to retain this AWP if he wants to make sure he can wield it into that next round of play. Now, if Cloud9 are aware of that, they might want to throw a body or two at this, but you don't want to give an AK over towards these pistols. And speaking of pistols, Mezzi just around the corner here for Perfecto. How far is he going to push the issue here? I'm just going to try and back off here. Perfecto might get away with nothing done. Pushing short, caught out. First kill comes through, and yeah, Crims. Consolation prize, isn't it? Taps the bomb. Has the kit. Pretty damn close.
I like it. Just on the off chance that someone kind of panics and gets caught by the radius, I can see how it's a play.
Yeah, well, he gave it his best shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we do if we don't try?
Wow, a lovely lilac Perfecto's mouse there. That's a unique color on the mouse pad.
Another timeout here. Fnatic with their first.
Keita on the microphone.
Red, so Insta window removed. I want to try and do something a bit poppier now. Do a bit of a pace change. Do something a bit more set. Hobbit selling what is standard in towards middle, and they're setting up this execute towards B.
They have to get through Mezzi if they want to have the 2 prongs to this assault. Roy in support as well. Shiro lining up for the util. Smokes will be sailing through. Smokes up for now.
Are they blocking cave? Looks like they want to smoke long here. Here's the go.
Dexter readies himself for battle. Rejig of the setup as well. Roy, Dexter, Mezzi, all present. Afro catches mid. And Roy Molotov down low. That's a big spray from Dexter onto Perfecto. Into the site, looking for the plant. Mezzi knows the lineup, does manage to deter and adjust into Buster. Oh, but from behind, he's ready for everything. Mezzi delivers individually. 3-5 the scoreline, and a gift for Fnatic. Stops Cloud9 from finding a third consecutive round here. And for their third in total, this is the third map as well.
Yeah, really well done here. Afro just catching Hobbit, trying to squeak across middle, and this is great from Mezzi, isn't it? The awareness to worry about the cave position. Electronic comes through, gets his head ripped off the shoulders, and Crims finishes off Shiro here. So went for something a little bit more direct towards that B-bomb site. Cloud9 now they're just left with the AK for Shiro, the rest with some pistol upgrades here. More pressure towards mid. They're more than happy to go with the Extinguish just to keep Roy and Crims on their toes.
This new look Electronic, he's got a Glock and a full belt of util.
They are going to try towards A, but it's not off the rip, so out they come a little bit late.
He wants to punish Crims, and Crims will have a nice angle to play around. Now, they have boosted Shiro up, which can lead to an uncomfortable duel here for Crims if he does leap through. The Shadow, Crims knows. He knows what's up. Electronic to bait, but Crims is ready to adjust or fall out. That's what he was waiting for. Roy's gone. Shiro nails it. Great one back, but still that rifle in play, and that bomb now down. Mezzi coming through donut late. Dexter, he's going to go down. No. Shiro's doing it all on the hero AK. What a call. What a play. Afro one. Trade comes through. Perfecto clean to the head. It's onto Mezzi. A frustrating round to lose. Oh, no. Oh, he thought he had it. He thought he'd isolated the one-on-one. Didn't quite finish onto Hobbit, and that is one way to steal a 6th round.
Yeah, slashes of frustration right there from Mezzi. Get that kill. Probably has enough time to try and make that one happen.
Yeah, Perfecto had no armor either.
Hobbit even on the hunt here, and Mezzi, he's shake, rattle, and rolled right now. Just has to tuck tail and hope that he gets to hold on to the goods, and he will. Okay, well, just as it looked like Fnatic were trying to find a footing on their CT half, that happens.
Whoa.
Jeez. Tech9 drive-by there. Second timeout call for Fnatic here. Yeah. That one is going to leave a bit of mental residue for poor Mezzi.
I would have said that, but I don't know if Mezzi's the kind of player that's really good.
What was meant to be the start of multiple rounds now sees Cloud9 likely to get up to 7 here. Buster watching A, and here's an A aggress from the likes of Crims and Afro here, who do cop a flash. Oh, this aggressive or peak, not to be. Mezzi with a save dem for 2 massive kills.
That's what I'm saying, Mezzi. He's not giving up. He's only just begun. And that preserved rifle, it could completely wipe the slate clean if they can respond in kind with a conservative 1 rifle round.
Did they forget he was the cave player or something?
Shiro wanted to just go straight. I guess they assumed he might go elsewhere with being the only rifle. Buster onto Roy, though. Concedes one of the 2-man advantage they were working with. Mezzi sticking around, and Hobbit can't believe his luck. Shot in the side of the head, trying for wall bangs. And, well, short-lived success.
Afro's timing here. Buster acknowledging it.
Looking and finding. So now, I guess, you just chill. Buster goes walkabouts. And lets you know what he finds. Oh, rejoins the pack. Hobbit with the bomb cave side. It does look like Buster's gotten across, with Dexter having to acknowledge the potential with this cut of noise. Leaves all onto Crims, and it's just the Desert Eagle. $700 versus the thousands now encroaching onto his bomb site.
Yeah, this stuff should be a mechanical masterpiece here.
Oh, no absence of mechanics for Crims. Looked away, spotted out, and Hobbit good for it. As Cloud9 will ascend to a 7th on this T side.
It's really nice. Like, I don't know what they're saying, but you can hear commanding voices in different situations for Cloud9. Like Hobbit just there was very vocal about how they were going to enter in towards that site. Like I said, I don't know exactly what he's saying, but it sounds like he is organizing the squad as Buster gets it done against Dexter. No dramas whatsoever. AWP retained, and a round that started for 2 kills with Mezzi, almost putting them up to steal one away here.
Why did...
It sounded like he said rush B, rush B, rush B, rush B.
Yeah, but why would he be saying that with such vigor at 15 seconds on strat time?
Well...
Unless it's like land strats, you know, you go, hey guys, let's go B! And then you go, guys, let's go A.
Well, I think they're definitely going B here. Mac 10 leading the race here.
What cue did
pace
they
change,
get?
Pace
Look
change.
at them charging in. And already met by Mezzy. Another, this time from Dexter, despite the flashes, the U-tilt. It's handled by Fnatic, and it's Dexter who racks up another. Finally, Shiro finds something back. But this one falls flat.
Well, there was conviction behind the call, and everybody followed through. It's heads-up Counter-Strike here. Fnatic hit the necessary shots with the icon show and flashed. You win this B rush, you win the half ridiculously, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just waltz in, the pace change. It's such a shift, and now they still have two players to deal with on this site, Mezzy and Crims.
But it didn't quite have... Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Shiro and Electronic shaping up a 2v4. Afro and Roy didn't think they'd be necessary. Well, thankfully, Afro contributes heavily. 8 HP, though. Roy, healthiest member of the bunch. Electronic, 10 HP. He's isolated this duel. Afro, when do you move? Now, and into Electronic's warm embrace. As Electronic picks up... Oh! Too much on the angle, and Roy will collect. I think he thought he had a moment longer there to deploy the incendiary. It could have been a round-winning incendiary upon picking it up, but perhaps just overcooking the pooch, as the saying doesn't go.
It's hard to celebrate that if you're Fnatic, right? I know it's another round, but again, you lose so many people. You've got Mezzy with 3.8, Crims with 3.5. So the issue with only one player staying alive, there will be omissions, and they've made sure the AWP was not in a position of retention. So great job for Shiro and Electronic to get the bomb down and make this a costly round. They've set themselves up to still be able to break Fnatic into the next. A decent attempt. They didn't even get use of one of his info moves off the back of that earlier in this half. Hobbit and Electronic close towards mid, Buster with A main. So yeah, this is it. Electronic roams around a bit more. He can help whichever group of players across the server he feels necessary.
Wow, Mezzy, what is this so brazen about it? A gap from Hobbit to confirm that B lane is occupied by the CTs, and a smoke to confirm it.
This is a scary position for Dexter and Mezzy now, but they've lost mid.
Oh, very, very scary for Dexter. He's been brought low. And his only option's ramp to escape.
Oh, thank God they can get out here, because yeah, that looked dicey.
Oh, Mezzy! Handed his ass by Shiro through the smoke.
Okay, you can't get out. Dexter's the low one.
Yeah,
this one really sucks now for Fnatic.
It gets worse, Chad, as well. Look at this crunch into Roy and Afro. Bailed himself out of trouble. They both strike and both successful. They are very low. Molly could be perfect. Roy tries to take the chance. He gets away with it. And Crims has already caught Buster towards A main.
They're all low.
Wait, Dexter, can't believe he's got another there. That's a lovely find considering his HP.
Perfecto's going to win this. He's going to win this.
Okay, this is going to be a one hell of a 1v4. A quick find in the first two. Faking out.
He has no idea.
Yeah, Afro should be able to spank his bottom, and Fnatic will take 5. Wow. That's a recovery. You felt like after the way in which that went down, this very quick access into B lane from Fnatic, information flowing thanks to Hobbit, but everyone winning their duels, Roy and Afro in particular, going to be happy with the way that one went down.
Yeah, so they both were ahead of that molly, right, ready for the fight. So you're kind of after that molly coming out with the peak to check the other angles, but not expecting two players coming your way. Perfecto getting 2 kills quickly from just that cave precipice, but you're not ready for the swiftness of Afro there. All right, well, Fnatic, what's the look now? Here's the window from Perfecto here. It looks like it's a mid-go. Look at all these bodies again. They're not going to go out the gate initially. Molly to deny the heaven jump up.
Lots of util invested into this one.
They've
both
lost
ways.
middle here. There's no B lane presence at all. It's kind of weird not to have anybody spamming or just sitting doors in case of an info play or push. Dexter and Mezzy aren't going to hear anything. They're not going to be pressured whatsoever. Look at Cloud9. This is strange. Just essentially all 5 players just sitting outside A main and middle.
Yeah. It is a bit too quiet on B, is it not?
It's quiet everywhere right now. So in the dark are Fnatic, but they're going to walk into this AWP.
Afro poised and ready to receive. And that's the freest frag of the lot into Hobbit, ready to re-strafe in. He wants more. Re-clearing. Buster's overextended here. Afro's drawn the line in the sand. You will not pass this point. Perfecto boosted up, though. Buster should have been a dead man.
Afro's been great at those shots until that one.
Yeah, that's a bit of a blemish. No problem for Fnatic. They spot out the last. It's Shiro with the bomb on main, and Buster's bleeding after his fight with Mezzi elsewhere. They could perhaps pivot. It's forced a rotation under the assumption that, yeah, the bomb's going to be going towards B. And that's the cue from Shiro. Kirim stays aware. An astute position to ensure a one-round game at the end of this round.
Yeah, we'll call this one 6, and that fake meant nothing, right? Afro's not in a traditional AWP rotated position, right? He's not like throwing the nades and then sitting in the back lines and the A smokes come out. No, he's CT now, I'm smoked off after transition to Temple. Nope, I'm standing in the middle of mid, posted up on elbow. And if you don't flash, you're definitely dead. They weren't expecting that one, Cloud9, at all. That fake didn't need to bite on it, especially with 2 rifles over towards the side, and Afro posted so deep. So great work from the French AWPer.
It is definitely not a one-voice team.
No, they're doing this as a unit, right? Working out who can do what.
Like, democratically. Oh, wow. Check it out. Hobbit straight through mid on that Mac 10. It's Crims that will find the equivalent. Trades out. Roy watching from the sidelines alongside Hobbit. 4-on-4. This is aggressive. Mezzi fancies his chances. Didn't catch a glimpse of anything, but it is occupied. It's Electronic and Shiro. Working towards this cave position. Mezzi times the smoke well. Electronic with the default molly for Rat side. And they will push through. Okay, that's going to shave some time on their clears off. They'll have a lot more time to work with now, as they already confirmed that cave not occupied
Here comes the Rat push.
Yeah, that's Buster's responsibility. Oh, just as I say that, he's throwing out the nade. That's the cue. Oh, Perfecto. Very snappy on the Tech 9, and Dexter's aware there could be the gap through cave. Has to play this power position now. Electronic, he's already across to that tight corner. Going to be overlooked by Dexter here. Oh, perfect. A dream frag delivered to his front door. Electronic takes down Dexter. Crims has to do a lot more now. And strafes through. Shiro, perfect execution from the Cloud9 squad as an 8th round imminent. And they just make the best out of that.
Is this not the second round they've won like this?
Yeah.
There was that Shiro Hero AK round where they won over towards the A side of the map, and now they've done it over towards B again here. This was great from Hobbit to get a kill out that mid-smoke, especially considering how much of a nuisance Crims and Roy have been in locking down that side of the map. Afro. Oof. Buster tucks down. Will eventually be finished off, but Afro wants to survive and hold on to this here. Going into round 15. Needs something to his name. But those are the type of rounds that if Cloud9 are able to continue to produce, right? It wasn't like they did it quickly. It wasn't just an uppercut. Like, they were able to slowly whittle away these frags and take key positions, understand where Fnatic would be searching out for info and jewels, and then punish them with something that doesn't even resemble close to an all-in buy, right? You've got an AWP, you've got some lighter investments like these Tech 9s, and if you can make this much out of them, well, you're going to be set for success as we see them get up to 8. They have won the half here. And this one's going the distance here today. On that secondary stream, the opening match between Monty and Gamerlin has been over for about an hour. It was a 2-0 affair.
Let's see how close this one can get. It certainly points towards a Cloud9 9th. The last time that happened, Fnatic still capable of putting up a fight at the minimum. Hobbit does seem at home in middle, doesn't he? It's a peculiar smoke.
Yeah, I think there was questions about, you know, some of these positions, if there was a bit of overlap with Electronic and Hobbit, and who was going to take what in some roles. But we're getting to see how it works. We even heard from Electronic they're just going to plug Buster into Axel's positions, even though pound for pound, player for player, it's not the same. As long as he can fill the role, it might be enough here as Roy with the FAMAS, a massive gap in that red smoke. We've seen that a few times. Miss thrown out of Cloud9.
So you've still got Buster holding that A lurk. you've got 2 players through mid with the bomb. Perfecto on his way to join them. So, yeah. At the moment, it really hinges on these next engagement through red. Afro's playing the off angle. Roy is also aware and alert. Electronic, first duel. Afro, Profits, Shiro, trading. Not really a fight for a Famas versus an AWP.
Needs to make sure he doesn't drop this bomb here. 29 seconds left on the clock. They need to group up. Crim's coming to search through Donut. They need to push the issue towards A. Dexter around the world may have done this.
Deagle doesn't find it. They're still coming. Dexter is coming behind him, sure, but Mezzy and Roy, they have to slow them down. 14 seconds. 14, 12. They still can plant. Dexter, the unknown entity, going for the safe plant. No time for him to disrupt that. But perhaps the element of surprise. Buster's moonwalking into him. There's timing on this. Buster's back is completely turned. And he's going to hold his trigger. Now he strikes. Shiro looking for the trade. Gets the smoke out. Oh, gets the info. He knows what's up. A 10-second diffuser ahead of him. Unless he can find the kit, flashes through. Ready for the duel. Shiro's ready to stand and bang. A dink exchange. It's 9. Locked in for Cloud9 in this final on theirs. Not a nades for Crimson Mezzy.
4 players B for Cloud9 here. This is wild. Normally you see like a heavy mid start, maybe 3 towards B early. This is 4 of the CT defense ready to receive.
And confirmation of early aggression. Lots of nades. Perfecto throws a flash for good measure. Oh, and he connects a bullet as well. Will they clear Hobbit? Hidden on the site. Needs to go down. Roy provides lots more bodies. It's really deathmatch here. And it's all Fnatic in the feed. 3 in unison. They take the site running into the stack, and it still looks practically flawless. Buster closes the gap. Electronic 2, Crim should have him, and there you have it. Fnatic will take the T-side pistol.
Splitting pistols here on map number 3. Started with what ended up being a one-on-one. Remember, Buster, that first half of play, had to clutch out 2 one-on-one situations that were, I believe, number advantage scenarios in favor of Cloud9 here. But Fnatic get things done, and they blow them out of the server. They had the correct stack. That should have been a Cloud9 round to win if you're going to have 4 players on the site, just unable to connect in combination, and will now have to stomach a bit of an eco. 1 flash at the ready in Perfecto's hands. They're behind the red smoke, and if they give the go signal, they just drop on out. But looks like we are seeing Fnatic lineup for a B pop. And we've been talking about the potency of these type of rounds. In they go, a long smoke. Ooh,
not quite a long smoke, but no issues all the same. Roy sweeps 2 under the rug. And Afro sends Buster into the same domain.
Yeah, quick and clean. Not too many casualties whatsoever. Right, they had primarily rifles right there to be able to give it a crack, and holding on to most of that is a real boon here for Fnatic going into round number 18. Now, what is the defensive CT setup for Cloud9 going to look at? Now, coming into this series of the day, I'm not sure what people's expectations were. Cloud9 with a stand in no Axile here. Fnatic looked fantastic during the play-ins. I suppose name value, we would have been leaning towards Cloud9, but they are... Oh, straight into Shiro's AWP.
Fast one. Yeah, Shiro puts Mezzy to bed, relocates ahead of the util, but is flattened by Crims. So they are in. Rotates through. Dexter looking to plant. Open sight, tagged up on the spray, but he gets away with it. Fnatic changing the pace on Cloud9 right now.
No kit here for this retake. So Cloud9, you have to make decisions to make them now. Electronic wants to get into the fight and takes down Roy. A chance now.
Dexter remain. He'll be late. Afro should have Perfecto. Tags him up through the corner of the box, and now gonna make the same mistake again. With Hobbit gone, Buster holding. That is not gonna work out well. An Electronic limited. He does do damage. They're on the diffuser. 10-second diffuse. They cannot be disrupted. And Fnatic switching up the pace and picking up the W. 9-9.
Game calculations.
Of course.
Okay, well, yeah.
Of course.
All down to the tiniest of details right there. But yeah, check that out. It's 2 B plays, pistol, the follow-up, and then straight in towards an A go here. Shiro gets the opener. Then you see that donut smoke. It was one of these ones that protrudes a little bit more out towards the site. And in the gray screen, Shiro gets taken down. So swarmed on the site, Cloud9. Yet to find a round here on their CT half. And again, heavy towards A. So Hubbard, Perfecto, Buster making sure they can't get away with just another quick one. Taking this early space, Fnatic do have mid control by virtue of Mezzi and Crims. Next to holding off towards A main, Roy, Cave and Afro with the AWP just patrolling the B ramp push. A well-placed nade as Shiro might be regretting this one. It's getting awfully hot in the cave.
Nicely handled by Roy as well. Next up, confirms that A main was pushed, and it's also a good indicator as to the Cloud9 respecting the economical.
Yeah, I've spoken to Dexter about this map a bit in the past. In passing, I feel like, you know, he's the type of guy who's on top of the way it should be approached. So I'm interested to see their T half here as Hobbit. It's
Nice
one
angle.
and a bit.
Great weapon for that particular fight.
And that's the thing, at maybe different levels of Counter-Strike, you'd see it used a lot more. But at the top tier, it's more often than not, you're going to get one and get traded immediately. But like in matchmaking, maybe you get a kill and you find yourself a gun straight away because you're not expecting to get traded so quickly. People don't have the same proficiency in that department, that's for sure. I still want the kill reward back to 300.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can justify a $100 kill reward anymore.
I can't believe it. You know, we've had all these like opportunities where Valve goes, so anything in particular you've been thinking about? And at not one point have we said the CZ kill reward.
I mentioned it. I guess it's not a big deal. They're like, oh, well, you know.
Yeah, I guess what they'll say is people are still using it.
Well, I think, you know...
It made sense at the time. Sorry to talk over you.
No.
It's just like, you know...
It was overpowered
It
back
was
then.
overpowered. But then it changed it. That's close, but no cigar.
Yeah, not going to get any of these guns. So a couple of nice kills, but no salvaged AK there. Unfortunate. Okay, Cloud9, second gun round. Second attempt.
You can see how much that Molotov was obscuring Roy's view, so he's getting away with that one as the bullets were coming through. Nice angle adopted by Afro, so... Big round ahead of us. 2 orbs in play. Shiro and Afro with their signature weapons. And Crim through the flames. He thrives. He charges. He sprays. And with Mezzi's help, mid is down. Open for business is A. It's only Perfecto here. Rotation through, but they're already testing him. Crim's already on the site. Spotted out now. Perfecto delivers. An equalizing double, burnt out, goes wide, 30 HP. The bomb is on its way, rotation through. Dexter needs to molly him now or never. Perfecto, what are you doing? He's got no hope on the Deagle, but forced into the fight nonetheless. Roy has got B completely.
Yeah, they need to just pause. I don't even know if they should go back to B. Allow Roy to work, see what he can find. This is the thing, Hobbit is aware that this rotation point back, if you come through middle, you're going to be coming straight into a rifle here. It's all going to come down to timing, and Shiro's here as well.
Oh, this is weird now.
This is the problem. If your player has this much space and you're rotating through the darkness, the unknown, like I'm saying, allow Roy to work. You know that you've drawn this full rotation. You get 2 kills out mid in the opener. You deal with the A anchor, and now you're rotating all the way back. This is very dicey for Fnatic now.
Like, it really hinges on Afro and Dexter's jiggle awareness of the clears for
How
this.
diligent are they going to be?
I don't know if either of them are going to be looking. Let's see. They're using utility. Oh, wow. The smoke to facilitate. And Hobbit caught on the crawl. Dexter is switched on, and so are Fnatic.
Okay, well, understood what they were up against there,
Perfectly.
right? You know, plenty of other teams that are around that corner, not willing to use that util. Didn't want to give up the fact they were trying to contact in towards that site, but understood when their go needed to be. And that was handled there, so...
They're doing a double pre-fist bump. I think they were really satisfied that someone alerted them to that idea.
Yeah, that was well done there, so... Another Fnatic round, and Cloud9 yet to get on the board here on their CT campaign. We're talking 5 consecutive rounds right now. Sure, Shiro gets a save on the AWP. Sure, the max loss bonus is in play. But Fnatic, I'm not going to say they're looking polished, But they're looking like a team who are communicating well, playing off of each other. The devil is in the details here.
How about, not polished, but how about valid?
Yeah, for sure. You
Fnatic are valid right now.
This is the thing, as I mentioned earlier, that this is not one of the most exciting teams that you're looking at when you come out of the roster change season. And hey, they got who they could.
Right.
But this isn't a Cloud9 roster change. It's not Flames added to Vitality, right? This is Fnatic bringing in a French AWPer and Dexter, an in-game leader.
Team effort. I mean, it doesn't have to be some sort of dictatorship.
It's double mid again. B lane.
Yeah, that
pressured a lot. Cold clear now. Fnatic aren't just going to run willy-nilly in towards the A site just yet. Shiro's going to be here with the AWP.
Wow. Yeah, Cloud9, they're going to be in the right place quite quickly. I mean, Shiro's options limited by the Flames, but not completely impossible for him to contribute.
Smokes are fading.
This is a problem. Electronic nearly takes them both down. Crims, very impressive reaction from him. He gets off of the plant, and ooh, Afro lives to fight another day. Shiro's AWP is found. Just one whistling past their hip, and Afro will finish the job onto Shiro. So taking away the AWP as well. This sets Fnatic up for a bit of a slam dunk. 12 secure. And Cloud9, they were in the right place, just unable to handle it. You thought with Electronic finding the first frag there, but Crims, the premonition to get off the bomb, aware that these players are good enough that they will probably find him in the smoke. And after they tagged him up, he just returns the fire, follows the tracer fire. Watch this, is what I'm talking about. Okay, see, it's just, he got a glimpse. Just enough to work with, gets off the bomb. And had he not, could have felt like a different round.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And this is another dicey situation considering the circumstances, but Cloud9, how are you going to stop this? Oh, look at this, a two-man A push, Buster and Shiro. Aggressive now.
Afro, spotted. Dexter, swinging. Buster delivers one. That Shiro AWP is primed and ready.
You'd be expecting this, though. It's a pretty common setup. Maybe not.
Peut-être non.
Roy didn't see Electronic there. Both just on the other side of these smokes here. Electronic aware that this is a possibility, just looking for the top of the cap over the ledge as Crims and Mezzi have now rejoined the pack over towards B. Perfecto in place at time, and looks like they're just going to contact up here, keeping things quiet.
Again, though, Cloud9's finger is on the pulse firmly. They know what's up. It's going to come down to some individual brilliance. And it's Electronic one. Perfecto, spotted out, cleared out, nice crossfires, profitable for Cloud9 as they look to secure double digits and make this just a two-round game. Mezzi, he's sharp, he's always threatening, and Hobbit's taking a real gamble here. Nice work from Hobbit.
Rifler pushes up the right there, so Afro straight into the jaws of Shiro there. Perfecto only has an MP9 here, so let's see. Fnatic, they can really rock the boat.
Lots of mid investment of the util here. And Mezzi going to go through the flames upon the fade. Afro was flashing for them. Shiro's posted up and, oh, actually doesn't kill Mezzi. Mezzi's allowed to find Electronic. A miss by Shiro, and Mezzi catches ahead.
What did he see?
Just the very tip, the quiff on Hobbit. Look at the aggression from Afro. Look at the frag he posted. Takes down Shiro, what, 1 minute 16?
It's just Buster here in Donut.
In CT!
Perfecto's completely cut off from this. They only really have to worry about this Donut position. You know, they can try and fortify, get in towards Temple, but Perfecto slinking closer might go overlooked. Afro, barrel spotted, but Crims is here, the contingency.
Oh, wow, the jumpy gets the info, and Perfecto hits the no-scope!
A 1-on-2!
He has to win it! His teammates furious at themselves, and it's come down to this. Mezzi swings out, great headshot, but it's Perfecto to nail it! And that one is a tilter. Cloud9 gifted around.
Oh, this has happened so much throughout this series. These number disadvantage rounds are being stolen away, but this one felt like a certainty. They had everything they needed and more.
It was Perfecto with an MP9. It was nothing.
The Afro kill, the Afro kill, sure, but you feel like Crims has him every day of the week there.
This is how it started. Chad, check this one out onto Hobbit.
So Mezzi with the fade back in the smoke. I don't know. We don't see anything there.
You did. You saw 2 pixels before he went into the smoke.
Oh,
and that shot.
No scope.
Take the last one as well. I reckon that's nuts too.
Oh!
Bloody hell. Perfecto the AWPer.
Here it is again.
Look, ready? Watch this. Back.
Oh my God.
Two or three frames of a head, a tip of a head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, right?
But then you cut to Hobbit as Perfecto clutches up. I bet it's a very different story.
Yes.
I think Afro's going to be mad as hell because he saw he even glanced at it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't need to clear that. No.
Oh dear, that could really shift the momentum here. Still subbing out mid here. Electronic with the Famous has a gap to work with, and that's something that Mezzi's not aware of. It's a big shots in the last, but Electronic will remove Mezzi and Crims immediately. And the AWP, it's activated now on Shiro.
Fnatic. Almost no way for Dexter and Afro to make a round out of this.
Important plant.
Up through the boards, sure, bomb down, but Dexter needs to reload as well. Oops, team flash, 5 on essentially 1. Dexter makes it work with 5 HP, but that's just Shiro. You still have 4 up against you, and from every single angle, they will catch him.
Okay, well, 3 kills in that round for Electronic there, and you see the way that there was the gaps in the smoke made it quite easy for him to be able to get those necessary frags, but this is tied up now, 12-12.
Distinct lack of timeouts throughout this game, from both sides, I'd argue. In favor of Cloud9, it's been up for debate throughout this series. And with the 3-man walk with armor and sidearms, they want to kick up a fuss and clear out Cave. That's a gift. Roy has taken down Hobbit. And that might lead to a rejigging of the defense. Take a look at this. The observers are drawing our attention to the reaction. Completely open. Bomb site, Chad. This could be Fnatic's way back in.
If the AWP was there, at least they could leave that in CT spawn. But here now, Afro boosted up. And, well, to know, Afro has 22 kills here. And now that they've cleared out towards B, Electronic back in Cave, they are rotating over. Fnatic, this hesitation, it's going to cost them here.
They've taken so long. They wanted to make sure the util was down. They don't know what was occupied, of course, but now that plant going to be a little bit more contested. Oh, good shots. Wow, Crims, those shots into the smoke confirm this body's close. He has the donut side, but Cloud9 have the weapons. Mezzi still fighting for donut, spotting out towards the temple for aggress. Mezzi's deagle good. Buster, 2 on the retake out of temple. Shiro's up onto Crims, and now Fnatic really running out of hopes. Staring at a smoke, and it does extinguish the flames, and not right for the smoke to fuse. It's gonna be recovered by C9.
Ooh, that info they got over towards Cave coming just in the nick of time, right? And obviously, Fnatic had no idea that that site was completely open. Waiting for that Q. Waiting for Roy to get back a little bit closer here, but another opportunity that they probably feel like they had a decent shot in. We know that the A bomb site is quite difficult to hold, especially in that post-plant scenario. But a great shot from Mezzi, a good opener from Roy, but not enough to post around on the board. Now, it was this lighter investment. They were biding their time to get the guns out now.
Triple kill out of Buster as well, so he's done a whole lot in an impactful round. And talking of timeouts, yeah, Cloud9 going to be burning their last.
Built here. Fnatic have them teetering.
Crims tagged by the nade, but pushing through. As Mezzi in support, Electronic spam does indicate that they have access to mid and it's unoccupied. Shiro versus Afro, bait from Perfecto. Jumping for answers long side. Hobby.
Triple boost, you never see this.
This is really...
You never see this. This is like a blue moon rarity.
And they're going to boost in. Looking for him. And they nail Shiro! Unbelievable scenes at the business end of a best of 3.
You never see that.
You wouldn't go for it again.
Oh my god, this is nuts.
That is absurd. Fnatic are pushing the envelope, are pushing the limits of what you can pull off, re-establishing the boost for info. And Perfecto...
He might get him.
He might. As he goes...
They can wait.
Edges wider and wider behind the smoke for a second longer, but they can wait. And they will slip off Hobbit. Audible now. Yeah, look, the information's flowing. That's surely enough from Fnatic now.
They could still pivot Donut to A. They do not have to commit towards this B bomb site right now, but 30 seconds, the call is going to have to be made. Util lined up. It's going to be a brawl on this B side.
This is going to be hectic. Hobbit responsible for Ram side. Roy and Krim surging into it. Oh no, a team flash. Dexter blinds up Mezzi, and it's only one for Fnatic on the way in. These defenders are comfortable, and all of those heroic openings, a triple boost B lane onto Shiro, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, look, it's very rare to see it come into play. We've seen people put it on Reddit. It's definitely been discussed, but you don't see it come out too often. So a little pocket pick, quite literally, and they can't get the job done. Faffed around with the second boost for way too long. And look at this little shark in the water. He's head over the fence. Hello, Shiro. You're not going to catch this one. But that is the type of round. Fnatic getting the opener and not being able to punish. They knew it was the AWP of Shiro that they took down. It was just took them way too long to get themselves organized for the finish. It was a great opener and a great way to get yourself into a round, but it wasn't enough.
Afro's got the smoke, and Fnatic need a round. Electronic to spam, Shiro to receive.
Much quicker scaling here. Very telling of an A split right now. Dexter, Util at the ready. Afro and Roy behind that main smoke. Shiro also covering off towards the donut here. Electronic Perfecto seem to be drawn to this red position as Hobbit left alone over towards B.
Oh, Buster, perfect. On this A anchor position, he's doing what Axel would. He's fragging up, he's converting, he's defending his bomb site. Good back from Dexter. Mezzi very low. Hobbit going looking, and it should. Oh, isn't a free kill. Mezzi, quick adjustment into the header. Hobbit, he knows he's got a gap, and he is just taking every advantage he thinks he can get away with. Up to cave, and nothing audible just yet. Perfecto, nothing to report.
Now, we had this conversation before about trying to rotate like this late. Now, Mezzi making sure that nobody could push in towards the side. Dexter, is he going to come through the cave position as well? Afro disconnected in middle right now.
30 seconds.
Does Mezzi go forward here and take the risk to find anybody on the side? 25. Dexter still considering the flank as a possibility. Afro now the feeler. Trying to make some noise, trying to find that fight. He's going to walk into the AWP of Shiro. He's been spotted. He's just going to get baited, just going to get toyed with, and Afro even gets the better of him.
Perfecto activating though, and the bomb. Dexter has to take the fight! He had to win that one! The whole round hinged on it! Ooh-wee, down to the finest of margins.
I can't believe Afro toying with him. Considering the amount of time on the clock, he knows he has a one-on-one, knows he gets to play against the other AWPer and baits him into it.
Letting Afro go first in the off chance that they split up.
Yeah, you had to.
Really cool.
I guess there was no way back. You needed Afro to be able to draw something, force a fight, and you could see that Electronics reaction.
Right. Dexter's phase 2, he knows there was 12 seconds left, and Afro was not going to be planting that bomb or finding Perfecto.
Oh dear, Cloud9 are in trouble. They forced ball in. Another pick. Another Afro AWP kill. What a time to come alive.
They have to convert this one, Chad. This is it. Lined up, laid up for a tied game. And an intense third map between these two. Hobbit has support. Perfecto.
Needs another.
He does. And it looks like Crims has gotten away. 9 bullets in the FAMAS, and he's bringing the fight. That's how much he needs this. Crims supporting, and the hunt shuts down Hobbit. Looks good for Fnatic.
The others who have to save. It's only 1900 lost into the next. This shove, this force buy in. You can understand why Cloud9 had to go for it, why they went for it. But right now, Shiro and Electronic, they have absolutely no options here. They cannot risk this round. They will have to concede 14 to Fnatic now in this 2-on-4 disadvantaged situation. And Fnatic, even though they're about to win this one, the loss bonus will tick down one more, but they're going to be feeling pretty comfy if they can keep 4 players alive. They're going to have enough for a residual buy into the next, which means going for 15. We're going to have all the questions of Cloud9. What are you opting for? You have this or you have this M4. If you don't force buy behind it, you will not have an AWP in the last round of play. Unless Shiro can save again, right? He has to do another minute and 55 seconds of just not dying. The finances are just not going to be there. What a pivot point. What a arm wrestle this matchup has been. Taking map choices off one another, but finally Fnatic, they are the ones in the power position. They're not the ones who are struggling as far as the cash is concerned. That's all in the Cloud9 conversation. Remember, they're out of timeouts, Cloud9, and that was an Afro opener, right? He's been having a fantastic map here. The French import Orpa, 25 kills, top of the server. 5 higher than anybody else. You got Perfecto, Shiro, 20 apiece. Crims and Mezzi can say the same. But Afro's impact. AWP singing.
Yeah, that was Afro's 5th opening duel.
They've taken a save here. They haven't invested behind these saved rifles, and the Orb's already landed.
Brutality.
Oh, no.
Shiro connecting. Electronic building a 15th round out of this one with limited resources. This has been the bane of Fnatic's game. Oh, a missed shot from Shiro. Ties us right back up. Full rotation. Buster Electronic cheating over. Understandable. There's a weapon to be retrieved. It's their best hope. An AWP, who's up for it?
They want to fight. Roy, they're pushing.
They're retrieving. Spotted. Executed. Roy will build another, but the AWP has fallen into Buster's hands, and now he can perhaps equalize. Not from behind, it's Mezzi. And so, with one frag in it, a recovered round out of Fnatic. This is the tipping point. Oh, Mezzi! Instantaneous on the headshot. And match point Fnatic.
Wow, I hope Fnatic have been keeping tabs of the economy right here. I said Shiro would not have an AWP. He gets a kill in that round, and he just has enough money to buy Glass Cannon Orb if he wants. He can quite truly... Oh, he hasn't gone for it. Shiro's gone for M4. M4 armor, U2. There's not going to be a kit here for Cloud9. Round 30, Fnatic. You've got all the advantages in the world that you could hope for here. This is the best moment to close.
Oh, they're going for something quick, both of them. With so much at stake. They're still trying to fight mid. Electronic heard you, fragged you, traded. No one's seen anyone, but it's a 4-on-4, and it's still going down. Shiro repelled by the flash, and Mezzi has mid. For a moment, that is. Buster and Roy having a bit of a battle here on A. Mezzi caught by Shiro. Great angle and profitable. Buster to be run down. They swing through. Bomb lost. Cloud9 taking us the distance as overtime looms. And Afro, the last of full OT. Inseparable in regulation.
Yeah, this is what this game deserves. It's been back and forth. Some great moments from both of these teams here, and neither team willing to give up in the opening stage of the group stage. It is going the distance. It has definitely had some elements of speed, but big streaks from either team here to take us to overtime. And Cloud9, just as it looks like they were broken, just as it looked like the chips were down, they're able to pull it out. We'll get into round 1, OT1, first to 19, 12,500. Fnatic continuing on this T campaign. Flashes are ready from Dexter, out mid once more. Crims wants to fight, and the flashes are good. Crims got the opener, but Buster, he's got the trades.
Wow. Mezzi and Crims down to Buster. He is having a great third map, isn't he? Yeah, 23. 23, but still above 20 in regulation. Nice contributions. And Shiro not falling foul to the jiggle. Catches Roy. Molotov forces him forward. He is committed to this fight now, and the barrel bait swing through. Ready for Dexter. Shiro not falling for any of your silly tricks. Whoa, Afro, that is ridiculous to start. A quick scope. In an impossible clutch, eats the flash. Hobbit goes wide, and Cloud9 will take the first of overtime.
And still keeping smiles on their face. You know, this is the Cloud9 roster where we look at the old team and you start to get very stressed, look very worried. Only one player traditionally keeping the energy up, which would be Nafany, but from what we've seen today, it feels like it's a whole team effort. A good round here to change the flow of conversation. Crims with the success out mid, but fortified heavily. Cloud9 with a 2-man mid defense, and great work. As Electronic with the AUG again. Interesting to see him wielding this bad boy. We saw it on Vertigo as well to great success. A bridge of smokes does not exist. But Roy's come out the ledge and he's found another mid. It's Fnatic's for now.
And Buster consistently there to at least safeguard the trade. Again. Afro v Shiro, not an angle that Afro's probably going to be pre-aiming. Oh. I told a lie. Wow, he is having a fantastic game here. Aurélien, dead. 3-on-3. Buster so focused on middle, and understandably so. It's been constantly occupied, and it still is.
They boost again here, I think. Just try and get Mezzi up to a power position. Gives him the ability to try and clear towards the tall box. Better angles to clear out with. Crims. He has plenty of time to work with here, but Buster on the jiggle is his biggest problem. This information is something he... Oh, what did Buster see? Nothing yet, but they're focused towards A.
Oh, Messi again with these deletions.
Hobbit's here quick.
And Hobbit could deny. Messi this time unable to find the head. What you've got, Dexter. Perfecto caught by Crims. And it's Dexter again. Whew, to secure a 16th for Fnatic, an immediate response. Down to the wire, down to the nitty-gritty.
Great shot by Messi. Fantastic look from Crims. You know, they have a lot of really good shot from Afro and a head-to-head. You don't see that every day of the week. Hobbit draws one back shot, but this is the shot. Bang. Yeah. Just got a glimpse, didn't he?
Admin, check him PC.
Electronic this time jumping up is going to catch Roy off guard, but can't finish his meal.
He thought he knew it. He thought he'd solved it. And just like that, 3 frags come through. Hobbit caught on the spray through the boards. 2T rounds loom.
Crims is dead.
Correct. Shiro makes
with
it
the orcs here.
He is ahead of the util. Turns to flash. Smoke as well. They're throwing everything for the kitchen sink. And there it is. Afro takes him down. Fnatic to leave with 2T rounds. Par for the course, some could argue.
But if we return to Cloud9's T Hall, remember 2 of the key rounds they won were with lighter investments. As we do see Perfecto attempt this clutch. If he grabs one more, we could be interested. But Afro will finish him off. And yeah, as you mentioned, 2 on that T half. Now, return to Cloud9's T half. They had like that round where Electronic scoured up close cave with...
We'll see this from Roy. Now, just to remind you, in the previous round, Roy killed Electronic with a fast ledge push. This round, Electronic's mantling up to try and intercept that. And whilst being caught out, Roy still hits the shot necessary. So those 2 rounds back-to-back might have shaken Electronic. A full team effort in terms of Fnatic's individuals contributing. Take a look at the kill spread. Similar scenes, actually, for Cloud9.
Oh my God.
And another Afro opening. That's a dirty 30, and Buster unable to do anything about it.
Yeah, he's unbridled, isn't he? Afro's allowed to go for whatever peaks he wants and more, it feels like.
Whatever he feels, whatever he wants.
Yeah, question marks around Dex's in-game leading with Orpers. You've got the A-Court debacle, the Torsi situation.
Yeah.
And now you've got Afro delivering. Oh, this flash,
brutal money, you know. We smoked off now. Orp noted mid. Intentions behind the Electronic arrival. Dump some util. Taking cave in contact.
This is a great setup here for Fnatic to get the 18th. 3 towards B. And Afro's watching towards red from the B site.
Oh, and it's smoked.
Yeah, now this is where there's problems with the T site calls, right? You're blocked. It's going to get you down to just about that 20-second mark. Now blocked towards the ramp. It couldn't be more perfect Fnatic. This is brilliant stuff. Just have to hold on.
It's going to be very, very hustle and bustle to finish after these smokes do fade. Has Dexter really got a gap on that? He's playing so close to it. Missed Molly. Doesn't have too much to work with. Getting pushed to Dexter. Takes down Hobbit. Delays them further. 15 and counting. And backs are turned as Messi will activate for 1. But still, Cloud9 are fragging. The Perfecto's left alone, and it's Afro with 3 in total. 18 secure, and this long battle of Counter-Strike. A 3rd map, an overtime. 1 round away from taking Fnatic with a big smile on their face. That's the Afro opening. Right? You don't see that one every day.
No, and it just forces their hand. That A piece is completely removed, and the timing of those smokes, top ramp as well as cave, perfectly placed by the international squad here. And just 1 more round. This is definitely an upset, sure. We're well aware that Axel's not here, but the odds had it as the Cloud9 favorite.
And understandably so. They have not looked like a bad team whatsoever, or a team missing an integral piece. It's already exciting for Cloud9, and they are missing Axile. But Fnatic, underestimated by the community and their opposition alike. are 1 round away from starting off the group stage with Cologne with a win against Cloud9.
Look at this setup here. Afro's more than happy for them to have donut control. We've seen what he did with the scout from this very position. I'm sure that he can do lethal damage with an AWP, and they're coming his way.
An opportunity for Afro to close this one out. A hard flick doesn't actually connect, and the AWP now noted. Crims to be tested. It's Buster, who has been having a good game for Cloud9. The stand in, clears through, and clears Crims.
The bomb needs to be picked up here. Still plenty of time.
Forward. Afro choosing to go forward. He knows it's only Buster. He'll just take this duel head on. 1-on-1, baby. You're reloading. That's fine. I've got an AWP with your name on it. 3-on-2. Fnatic. 2 frags away. Afro. Oh, missed the shot. Shiro on the York hits it on the second. A second too much to ask as Perfecto's got a clutch. Otherwise, this is Fnatic's knocking Cloud9 to the lowers on the first day of play. Perfecto spots out Roy. Knows he's on the headshot box. They both double peek. It's Fnatic's hard fought, impressive scenes. Afro, what an ancient